Hello friends, now let us take up the concept number 10, 21.10, constants representing thread states. In the previous concept, I explained about the life cycle of a thread. In that concept, I tried to explain about different states involved in the life cycle of a thread. As I told you, because of the certain limitations, I briefed about them. I did not give full information to you in the previous concept, because if I dump everything at a time, you may not grasp it. That is why I am trying to explain the concept in a phased manner. So, this is one of the corresponding concept, it is most related to that, and by this you can add on something to the current knowledge regarding life cycle of a thread. Now, this thread class is having one enumeration, its name is thread state. Thread state, already you know that enumeration is one of the reference types: array, class, interface, enumeration and annotation. The fourth one is enumeration. Now you understand, actually there I explained a related concept and all that. Now where it is used, for the first time I am introducing, by that you are enlightened regarding enumerations, in which situations enumerations are required, you can practically understand. That is one of the purpose out of this explanation. Now you see, the thread state, thread dot state, it is represented like that, and it provides 6 constants. 6 constant, each constant represent one of the states of the thread, one of the states in the life cycle of the thread, that we have to understand. Okay. Now, every time from birth to death, like a human being, every thread in every point of time, it is in one state. If you want to know about the current state of the thread, one method is provided, that is get state. Using this get state method, you can know what is the current state of the thread. Okay, the 2 points you understand. Thereafter, now I explain the thread states defined by the thread state enumeration. You know that in enumerations we define a set of constants, constants. In this case, it defines 6 constants. The first one is new. Already I explained to you, however, once again I repeat that the first step in multi-thread creation, what we do, we create a thread object. Thread object, already in previous demos I showed to you. So, once thread object is instantiated, thereafter we have to call start method via that thread object. So, the thread which is instantiated means which is created, and but before start method is called, the state is there, that is that is newly born state. That state is represented by new constant. So, if you want to test what is the current state of the a particular thread in any program, you can experiment with that. With the new enumerator, if you use you can understand that if you use get state, at the state what you get new is retrieved. That means a thread is created, but its start method is not called via thread object, that is the state. Second one, runnable. Already I told you, JVM deals with this state, runnable. But runnable state, if you analyze that logically, there are two states in that, but JVM does not explicitly separate them, but the host operating system while executing it treats it in two states. Already briefed it, however, for the sake of integrity once again I am explaining it. So, a runnable state is divided into two states, ready for running and running, ready for running and running. Ready for running means here two threads are there, three threads are there, 1, 2, 3, let us say. So, this is thread A, thread B, thread C. Now, if you see thread A now currently being run, that means it got the processor time, it is utilizing processor time and performing its task. Okay, that is called running thread, and this is ready to run whenever it gets its quantum, or otherwise whenever thread scheduler allocates time quantum to this, then that is called what we call dispatching the thread. Once it is dispatched, then it gets the execution time. Execution time, then what happens? Whatever currently being run comes in again into queue, provided its job is not completed. If its job is completed, it is terminated, but its job is not completed, actually it requires 20 units of time. But under time slicing scheme, it got a 10 units of quantum. So, then what happens? After 10 units of quantum is availed by that, part of its task only performed, then it comes back to the ready to run state. So, the two states, whether a particular thread may be in running state or ready to run state, if you use get state method, what you get? You get runnable. But the two states are not represented by JVM. Because of that, the two states together are represented by a runnable constant. That point you have to understand. Thereafter, third one, block, waiting to acquire a lock. Waiting to acquire a lock. Actually, every object is having a lock. So, that lock means you have to practically understand, it is also known as monitor. It is also known as monitor. Actually, one object, let us say one array object is there. On array object, we may perform different tasks. One is like adding elements, other one is sorting elements, other one is searching elements, like that. Different tasks on same object. Array, you know that array is one of the objects. So, we can perform different tasks. One is adding elements to this thing, second one is sorting the existing elements, third one searching a particular element, like that. So, multiple jobs are entrusted to multiple threads. When multiple threads are working in several situations, if they are working on the same object, synchronization is required. Synchronization is not there and all that, entire thing is messed up. The best example always you can use from real life is organizing a party. If you organize a party, suppose a dinner is served, then how much synchronization is required? You know that, I need not specially explain. There are at least half a dozen activities in serving food, serving plate, serving food items, serving water and many things are there, that too in a phased manner. Again repetitive order we have to take, thereafter we have to remove plates, like that several activities are there. Then all those should be perfectly done in a synchronized manner. If a synchronization is not there, whatever may be the quality of the food, whatever may be other features and all that, the party will fail. Understand? So, what is the greatest feature? What is the crucial job in that? Synchronization. So, here in programming also, now with reference to same thing, array example I am telling you. On array, one thread is sorting the elements, other thread is has to search the elements.